Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Why No One Plays series, and in today's video we are going to be discussing Terrax. Now, like we always normally do with this series, let's actually explain his overall kit before actually explaining why no one plays him. Now, Terrax is immune to shock, bleed, as well as power drain, power steal, power burn, power lock, and enervate from metal champions. Now, when he's in a fight, he pretty much has these attack charges and gains them when he's struck by the enemy or when he actually strikes the enemy. Upon reaching 50 attack charges, he actually converts them into a power cosmic, and pretty much what the power cosmic does is it gives him an additional 10% combat power rate when he's struck while he's indestructible, and the max amount you can have is 60%. He also gains 110% defensive combat power rate when he's blocking an attack while indestructible, and this goes up to 660% for each power cosmic. When he actually starts his rock field, he gains an indestructible buff for each power cosmic that he has. Each charge is removed when he's attacked, but unfortunately it only works off of specials as well as light attacks, medium attacks, or heavy attacks. Now, while the rock field is active, he gains an additional amount of attack rating, as well as enemies nearby take a certain amount of damage per second. Every half a second, there's a 35% chance to inflict an armor break, reducing the opponent's armor by, it's kind of a small number, so these last up to 15 seconds. And also on defense, while the rock field is active, Terrax is more aggressive. Now, as for the light attacks, the fourth light attack refreshes the duration of all personal armor breaks. And moving on to the heavy attack, the rock field power drain is paused while he's charging it, and if the rock field is active, this attack becomes a guaranteed critical hit. He also does gain a certain amount of attack based on how long the rock field was actually active, and on hit the rock field ends and consumes 100% of a bar of power. Now, as for these special attacks, they cost negative 100% less power, but after each special, his power bar drains until he reaches 0 power. And during that time, of course, he cannot use special attacks, and his rock field is active. He also loses power faster the longer his field is active for, so just be careful with that. As for the special one, if he has less than 6 power cosmic, he gains 20 attack charges, and if he has 6 plus power cosmics, he gains 3 indestructible charges until the rock field expires after this special attack. The special one also gives him a 40% flat chance to armor break the opponent. Special 2. The last hit guarantees Terrax a power gain buff, granting 40% of his max power over 12 seconds. And for the special 3, he inflicts a stun debuff lasting up to 2 seconds. It also inflicts an armor break debuff, reducing the opponent's armor rating by a certain amount for 25 seconds, and you can only stack one of these. Now, as for the awakened ability, he pretty much starts with his rock field active, as well as 33 up to 66% of his max power. Now, that's a lot of power going on with this dude, man, and pretty much on defense, if you don't really have the best counter, he's gonna be chipping the opponent's health away. But other than a defender, he's actually a really great attacker. Now, you pretty much want him to be awakened so that you can deal more damage, because once you actually start the fight, if you're not awakened, it's pretty much just a normal fight, but once you're awakened, you do start with the rock field, which means you can do more damage. Now, as for the numbers, they're definitely great. He pretty much takes down Winter Soldier in less than 110 hits, and his damage is pretty good for Battlegrounds matches. But like I said, if he's not awakened, you'll be pretty slow in matches. But other than that, let's actually discuss why no one plays him. Now, first off, I want to talk about his outfit here. This dude has some big old shoulder pads going on there. Design wise, he looks kind of like a bland supervillain. The colors don't match too well, and it's just he does have some weight trainers on the boots. I don't know why that, but anyways, in my opinion, the reason why no one likes playing Terrax is he's not as fast as characters like Hercules, Galen. He's pretty much a cosmic champion, and if you actually compare him to the other competitions that are in the same class, there's no way he's standing up to any of them, man. Except maybe for Null, but in terms of overall damage and longer fights, he definitely does start to fall off a little bit, because the armor breaks that you do get from the rock field have a maximum of 10, and so his damage potential is kind of capped. So in a longer matchup, Null would pretty much be better than this dude. However, in shorter matches, I'm not quite too sure. Overall, I'd say he's one of the better cosmic champions in the game. His rock field definitely is a unique ability, but unfortunately we do have counters to that in the form of Absorbing Man. But just remember, if you do pull this guy, he does have a ton of value. He's really great on attack, very good on defense, and even though he does have a mediocre looking costume, just remember that he does look like Brian Grant a little bit. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!